What is up, you crazy mayhemers? It is Coach Charlie here, and I am about to tell you about day 3 of All Out Mayhem. Promising you today the legs, the glutes, and the quads, they are going to be burning. There's going to be some isometric holds in there that are going to have you quaking in your trainers. You're going to get this one finished and you are going to celebrate. Of course, there's a little sprinkling of core in there as well. And will Burpee Bob be back again? Amazing to see so many of you taking part in Mayhem this week. Congratulations, I've seen that Seth has been on there, Denise and Helen been on those live workouts. If you're not on the lives, then check them out at home. Tag us with hashtag #ICanIWill, hashtag All Out Mayhem. And don't forget, we are halfway through. All you have to do is get 4 out of the 6 days done to celebrate this achievement.
Orange family, what's up? We have made it to day number 3 of At Home All Out Mayhem. This workout is going to be a killer workout, but I know you can get through it. All we need today is your body, a mat, and that determined attitude. Once again, make that decision right now that we are going to make it through this entire workout. Let me introduce you to the team. I'm Coach D. We've got Debo over here that's going to be showing you our options today. And over here, we've got Felix that is definitely going to be showing us our all-out moves. Without further ado, let's get started with day number 3. We're going to start with that 5-minute dynamic warm-up, 5 different movements, each one of them 1 minute each. Exercise number 1 is our standing alternating Spider-Man. Stand up nice and tall, arms are overhead, and here we go. 1 knee at a time. We're going to drive that elbow towards that knee, lifting and squeezing through that core. So what we're doing is warming up that body, but really warming up those obliques as we work side to side. Our focus during any dynamic warm-up is to start to elevate that heart rate just a little bit. So as we work through each individual movement, maybe move just a little bit faster as we work through each minute. Right now we're about halfway through, so why don't we pick up the pace just a little bit? Maybe start to march a little bit higher with those knees, or just a little bit faster. Work through your range of motion. We've got 20 seconds left here. We should maybe be getting a little bit breathy, raising that heart rate into that blue zone if you're wearing that OTB. 10 seconds here. Our next exercise is going to be a sumo squat to stand. So let's come on down. Feet are nice and wide. We're going to press back in through those heels and open up those hip flexors. So drive your elbows into the outside of those knees, then take those hands, set them on the ground, and extend through those legs. We're going to bring it back down, drop down into those heels, open up, and then let's extend again. Saying hello to those hamstrings again today. If you need to, you go ahead and reduce that range of motion, maybe not come in as deep into that squat, or you're going to take those hands and put them on those shins. Halfway through this minute, extend. Let's pick it up again. Come down a little bit wider and then extend. Moving through at just a little bit of a faster pace. Nice job. We have about 10 seconds here before we transition into our third exercise. That's going to be our downward dog with a crouch. So from here, let's stay up in that forward fold. You guys walk your hands forward, and then you're in that high plank position. Send your hips to the ceiling, and keeping them up here, we're going to drop our knees towards the floor, shins come parallel, and then extend those legs again. Here we go. Drop it down and extend through those legs. Keep it up. We've got a minute here. Again, you can see Felix doing that full version, really again warming up the back side of that body. Head is right between those elbows, and Debo's doing just a little bit less range of motion. If you're one of those people that forgets to stretch your hamstrings out, take your time on this one. You can always go one leg at a time as well if that helps you out. Keep it up. We've got 20 seconds here before we're going to see our last 2 exercises. All right, we're going to stay in that downward position. So coming back down into that high plank. Here we go, guys. Switch it up for our wide mountain climber with rotation. Big step out to the right on the outside of that foot. From here, we're going to rotate chest towards the knee. Reach that arm up towards the ceiling. Look at those fingertips. And then let's bring that hand back down. Step back to high plank position and alternate to the other side. Rotate and then come back down. Here we go. We're gonna switch it up. Big step. Rotate through, back down, and back to high plank position. We're almost halfway through this minute. You know what that means. Can we go a little faster, guys? Yeah, here we go. Step it back, step it wide, rotate, and keep it up. Step it wide, rotate. Nice job. We have 15 seconds here before we move in to that last exercise. We're gonna be popping it back up. And yes, we are working through those jumping jacks for our last minute. Let's stand it back up, guys. Here we go. Jumping jacks for 1 minute. Get it warmed up, get that heart rate up. See if we can get into that green zone before we go into block number 1. Again, if jumping is not for you, we're gonna notice that you're simply stepping out and stepping right back in, or you're continuing to work through that exercise just like Felix is. Nice job. Guess what? We got 30 seconds left. You think we can pick it up just a little bit? Yeah, if we're not in that green zone yet, we're gonna get there. Just under 30 seconds. Keep going. Good job, you guys. 15 seconds. Right now, you're getting that mind right, you're getting that body right, and we're getting ready to take on that challenge. 10 seconds here. Let's get ready to head into block 1 in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, here we go. We've got 5 blocks today, each one of them roughly 7 minutes long, and we're going to follow this same pattern. 3 exercises per block, 3 rounds, decreasing in the amount of time that we're doing those working efforts. Let's get to block number 1. Our 3 exercises are going to be a lunge jack into a reverse lunge into an iso lunge hold. You guys ready to do this? Let's get it started. We've got our lunge jack. We're gonna start with that right foot in front. I'm gonna turn to the side to show you here. Get into that upright position, and here we go. That lunge jack is going to be a jump back and then jump back together. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, lunge jack. Jump back, jump right back together. What you wanna think about is footprints. So I've got footprints that I'm just jumping right back into. Drop down, and then jump back together. As you're working through this, you really want to focus on keeping your shoulders stacked directly over top of those hips. Feet are going to stay about shoulder width apart. Think about being on railroad tracks. So they stay that way the whole time, and then we're jumping right back into those footprints. Once again, if jumping isn't for you today, we're working through that option, still working on that balance, driving through that front heel with a little bit of power as you lift that knee up. All right, guys, we get a 30-second break in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and take a break. All right, so that first round was really about working on that coordination, also working on those fast twitch muscle fibers. In about 15 seconds, we're gonna switch it up. We're staying with that right leg in front, but simply taking that jump out of it and taking it to a regular alternating reverse lunge. This is gonna work our slow twitch muscle fibers. 45 seconds of work. Let's get set up again. Chest up nice and proud. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, step it back. Big step back. Drive through that front heel. Keep that core nice and tight and stay on those railroad tracks. Once again, slow and controlled movements here will help work your muscle just a little bit differently. Exhale as you step back, maybe inhale as you come up, or exhale as you come up and inhale as you step back. Whatever's gonna help you keep moving and keep that oxygen flowing. Reduce range of motion over here, but still focusing on working the same muscle groups. You guys feel that front leg starting to burn just a little bit? Yeah, we haven't gotten to the most fun part of the block yet. 5 more seconds here. We'll take another 30 seconds off. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and take a break. Now, we have 30 seconds to prepare our mind more than anything. We have a 45-second iso lunge hold. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I know you are. This is going to be more of a mental challenge than it is anything else, but it's a really good opportunity to check your form. Let's go ahead and get ready to get started. Back to that standing set position. Big step back and drop it down in 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Belly button pulled into that spine. Shoulder blades are down and back. Chest is up nice and proud. And we are simply going to hang out here for about another 35 seconds. You guys starting to shake and bake already? Yeah! What's going on with your body right now is your muscle fiber is stuck at the same length. So for the first 2 exercises, we were going back and forth, and now you just told it to hold. We have 15 more seconds. Dig in, hang on to it before we get another 30 seconds off. Got that look of concentration right here, don't we? Less than 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. All right, y'all, we made it through round number 1. Here's the good news. We get to decrease the amount of time that we're working. So here's my challenge for you. Let's see if we can up the intensity just a little bit. As long as we're keeping that form really good, really clean, feet stay on those railroad tracks, maybe try to increase that power a little bit as we go back to our lunge jacks. 30 seconds of work this time. Let's get into position in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Drop it back. Step back to those footprints. Keep those eyes up forward. Good, and we're breathing. Whatever feels most natural for you to do with your arms as well, that's completely up to you. Guess what? We're halfway through already. Oh, we're picking up the speed a little bit. Yeah, nice work. Focusing on that balance, but we're still taking that big step back and driving that knee up. We only have 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Break is a little bit shorter. I didn't tell you that part before we got started, but we only have 15 seconds here before we take it in to that reverse lunge. Let's get into position. It's coming up quick. 3, 2, 1. Alternating reverse lunge. Drive through that heel. We can still work through these a little bit quicker the same way we did for that lunge jack. Good. Chest up nice and proud. Really drive it up. You squeezing that glute at the top? Squeeze. There it is. Already halfway through. Nice job, Debo. Shoulders are staying back. Chest nice and proud. Slow twitch muscle fibers right now instead of those fast twitch. So we're changing it up. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 15 seconds off. You know what's coming next. Again, it's more of that mental game than it is anything else. We're gonna hold it. Oh, here we are. Big step back. Let's drop it down in 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hang on for dear life here. You've got it. Breathe through it. Think about how good it's gonna feel when we get those 15 seconds off, because after this, we only have 1 more round to work through. Guys, we're already halfway there. Whoo! We've got this. Okay. Yeah, you're motivating me right now, Felix. Keep it up, guys. We only have 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, shake it out. All right, 15 seconds here. 1 more round. Guess what? No rest this time. Surprise for you, but it's only 15 seconds per exercise, so we have to dig in. Let's get right to it. Lunge jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Back and up. 15 seconds here. I want you to think about this as that all-out effort, right? It's your last effort before we get a longer break. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Still with a little bit of power as we drive through that front leg. Keep it up, you guys. 5 seconds here. 1 more hold in 3, 2, 1. Drop it low. There it is. We're gonna burn that muscle out. 10 seconds. Keep it up. Big smile on your face. Come on, guys. We got this. In 3, 2, 1. You're done. Are you ready for block number 2? It's going to be simple, but it's not going to be easy. 3 exercises: lunge jack, reverse lunge, and then that iso hold. We definitely have to do it on the other side. That means your left leg is going to be forward for all 3 exercises, and we'll follow the same pattern for all 3 rounds. 45 seconds for round number 1. Find those same footprints. Let's get into position. We got to get started with that lunge jack. In 3, 2, 1, let's work. Drop it back, jump back together. Nice and light on your feet. This first round, remember, we're working on coordination, we're working on form, we're working on balance. Let's talk about those 3 anchors again that we really want to pay attention to as we're working through the exercises. Shoulders are down and back, so you're going to feel that slight pinch right between your shoulder blades. Belly button is pulled in, we're bracing through that core, especially if we're working through that option over here to make sure that we keep our balance as you drive that knee up. We've got less than 10 seconds before you earn your first 30 seconds off. In 3, 2, 1, take a break. All right, that was round number 1 of that exercise. We're already huffing and puffing just a little bit. Save a little bit in the tank for rounds 2 and 3 though, all right? Next exercise, we're gonna take it into that reverse lunge. Let's find those railroad tracks. Feet stay shoulder width apart. Again, your left leg is going to stay forward, so we're working that same side. 45 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1, let's move. Drop back and then drive through that front heel, squeeze at the top before you find your balance as you step back. Again, whatever is most comfortable for you to work with your arms, you can hold them at your chest, you can go back and forth, completely up to you as long as we're keeping that body upright. Slow and controlled movements here. Again, we're working slow twitch versus fast twitch. What that means is we're really working the entire muscle instead of just one way that you might be used to. You're gonna get more out of this block by doing it that way. Less than 10 seconds here before we get 30 seconds off. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and shake that leg out or shake those legs out. If you need to, you can even stretch that quad out as you're standing here by simply grabbing a hold of that ankle and pulling that heel in towards those glutes. In 15 seconds, we're gonna go into the best part where we're hanging on for dear life for that 45-second iso lunge hold. All right, so let's get ready. Back into position, shoulders down and back, core's nice and tight, left leg is forward. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and we are holding. Let's settle in, all right? Focus already, huh? We're gonna focus on that form. Pop it up, nice and proud here. Hold on, we're already probably starting to feel that.
Burpees!
What is happening right now? It's a visit from Burpee Bob, and guess what that means? We got 30 seconds of burpees. Here we go. Hands on the ground, shoot those legs out, jump them in, and jump it up. It wouldn't be All Out Mayhem if we didn't get a visit from our favorite guy. Again, your option here if you need to. We're stepping it out. We're stepping it back in. Stand up at the top and raise up onto those toes. Otherwise, you're taking that all-out option. We have 10 seconds here. Jump it in and then jump at the top. Nice work, you guys. All right, let's get those 30 seconds off in 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Oh, man, that was a surprise. But he might be coming later too, so you just wait for that. We've got 15 seconds here before we go into round number 2. Same 3 exercises, but just like we did in block 1, we're decreasing the amount of time that we're working. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Let's see if we can raise that intensity. Stepping back in, getting ready for that lunge jack. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Jump back together. Power through those legs as we jump those feet back to those footsteps. Nice work here. Maybe feeling that a little bit more after working through those burpees. That heart rate's just a little higher. 15 seconds left here. Keep it up. All right. Nice job. We're driving through that front heel. Again, working just a little bit faster. 15 seconds off in 3, 2, 1. Take a break. In through that nose, out through that mouth. Shake it off. We're going to go into those reverse lunges, all right? Slowing it down, but that doesn't mean that we're working any less hard. Here we go. Big step back. In 3, 2, 1, and we're working. 30 seconds of work. Core's tight, drive, and stand it back up. Now we may be feeling just a little bit tired here, but change happens when we're uncomfortable. If it was easy, we'd be staying the same the whole time. We have less than 15 seconds here before you get another 15 seconds off. All right, few more good reps all the way through that countdown. In 3, 2, 1, take a break. Shake it out. You ready for that 30-second hold? Ready or not, it's coming at you. Shake those legs out. Keep moving. Let's get ready to settle in. 30 seconds of that iso hold. In 3, 2, 1, take it down. Now again, reset. Tune in to which muscles are working. Think about the weight distribution from your front foot to that back foot. All right, we're right in the center here. Settling in, shoulders down and back again. Brace through that core as we start to feel those legs shaking again. We're really forcing ourselves to change here. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds off. We made it. All right, round number 3. 45 seconds of straight work. Lunge jack, lunge, and then hold. Let's get ready to work. Everything you've got. In 3, 2, 1, lunge jack. Jump it back. Remember, only 45 seconds, and we're gonna go from being uncomfortable to very uncomfortable, all right? That means we're gonna keep working hard. Nice power. Let's get ready to switch in 3, 2, 1. We're just working that one side. Keep it up, but we're moving just a little faster. Let's drive through that heel. Power it on up. There it is. Nice work, you guys. And one more. Let's switch it up and hold. Last 15 seconds. Can you drop that knee just a little bit? Come on. Come on. Bring it down. There you go. Hold on to it. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Nice work. Why don't we give those legs just a little bit of a break? We're going to head into block number 3, and this time we're going to take it down to the mat. We're going to be working on our core. So take a seat. We have our 3 exercises again. Power sit-up, and then we've got that iso hold. We're going to be holding in what's called a boat hold. 45 seconds, 30 seconds, and then 15 seconds for those rounds. You guys ready to go? All right, we've got our power sit-up. 45 seconds. Let's lay back on that mat. In 3, 2, 1, let's go to work. We're coming all the way up, reaching for those heels, trying to get that low back off the ground. Continue to work through these reps. You're gonna notice that Felix is hovering his heels above the ground, but keeping that low back pressed into the mat. So really pull that belly button down and then raise that chest towards those knees. Arms come overhead and we exhale as we drive that body together. If we need that option, especially if we're using momentum to come up off that mat, we're gonna keep the mid back on the ground, still reach for those heels, open and close that body. We've earned that first 30-second recovery in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and relax. Our second exercise is going to be very similar, still focusing on that core, but we're going to take it to a full sit-up. This time your heels are going to be grounded into the floor, toes are going to point towards that ceiling, and we're going to come all the way up, reaching across those knees. We've got 45 seconds of work here. If we need that option, we're going to work through that crunch. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go to work. So we're coming down, drive through those heels, and sit it up. One thing you really want to focus on as you're coming up, drive your glutes into the mat. So the harder that we press in and press through those heels, the easier it's going to be to propel that body up. So again, heels are grounded, toes are up, inhale on the way down, and exhale on the way up. Now as we're coming up, we're not rounding forward, we're still keeping that chest lifted, nice and proud, and we're really focusing on having enough space in between that chin and that chest, almost like we can fit an orange there. Eyes are up at that ceiling. Nice work, guys. 30 seconds off in 3, 2, 1. now the challenge begins. Remember, we end each round with that iso hold, and this time it's going to be a boat hold. So from here, you're gonna be holding in that static position on those glutes. You're gonna find your balance first, and then round those arms around. Chest stays up. Your option, you hang on to the back of those knees. 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it. Now, just like we did for the first 2 blocks, focus on form here. So what muscles are working? How are we holding on to that balance? Keep that chest up so we're not rounding forward. Breathing through that movement. We've got those static holds. So we talked about in block 1, those muscle fibers are not going in and out anymore. They're just holding, which is where we get that shake, because we don't do this very often. So we're really, we got a little shake and bake going on. We can still smile while we're doing this too. 10 seconds left here. Keep it going before we get a little bit of a break here. Come on, guys, 5 seconds. You got it. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, relax. We made it through round number 1. We're about to hit round 2. Remember, our time for work gets shorter, so maybe we get a little more aggressive. As long as we're not using momentum, we're still using our core to do the work. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of our power sit-up. Think we can get a few more reps in? Let's try it. 15 seconds of rest in between. Lay back on your mat. Let's get ready to get to work. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, you're pushing that booty into the mat. Popping up, slow and controlled. We open that body back up, and then we power up to that next one. Nice work, you guys. Thinking open and close. Open and close. 10 seconds here. Try for 2 to 3 good reps. 15 seconds of rest coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Let's relax, breathe. Ready for that full sit-up, and we're working on that crunch if we need to, all right? So, no momentum, right? We're gluing those hands to that chest and then reaching over those knees. Let's get started, team. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down and up. Now, as that core gets a little more tired, drive your heels in and push that booty into the mat. Almost like you're pressing your low back into the mat, and then you're coming up. We're already halfway through. Exhale and inhale. Less than 10 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds off. All right, 30-second hold coming up. We're gonna get into position here. Remember, you're balancing on that booty, keeping that chest up nice and proud, straight line from your ear down to that hip. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's hold it. 30 seconds here. Good, pop that chest up. Good, space underneath that chin. Eyes straight out in front of you, and you're breathing through it. We're gonna make it just a little harder because we can. Why don't we try to straighten those legs out? There we go, Felix. Hey, yes, there it is. We got 10 seconds of work here. Come on. Nice job, Debo. I bet she's smiling. I can't look at her face right now. There it is. In 3, 2, 1. Take a break. 15 seconds here. Nice work, man. All right, last 45 seconds all the way through. Back to back to back. No rest. We're going to earn that recovery after the end of this block. Here we go. Power sit up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go to work. All the way up. Remember, it's only 15 seconds. You're giving me the best reps, as many as you can get in. Let's get ready for that full sit-up in 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Ground those heels. Here we go. All the way down, all the way up. Nice work. Breathing. Inhale and exhale. All right, 5 seconds. One more solid rep. Let's get ready to hold. In 3, 2, 1. Last 15 seconds. You know I'm over here. Get those legs up. Come on, come on. There it is. Less than 10. There it is, less than 10. All right, we got 5 seconds. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job. Block 3 is complete. Did you think we were done working those legs? Well, we're not. Block number 4, we're going to be back up working through 3 exercises: jump squat, regular squats, and then that iso squat hold. Are you guys ready to feel the burn again? Here we go. Jump squats. Make sure your feet are staying just about hip width apart. Chest stays up nice and tall. Remember, round 1 is 45 seconds on, 30 seconds of rest. Let's get that heart rate up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go to work. Down, explode up towards the ceiling, but land nice and soft. Almost like I can't hear you, like you're trying to sneak into the room. Nice work there. Sitting back into those heels, and then we're pushing off the balls of those feet as we're exploding up. Once again, if jumping is not for you or we feel a little unstable as we land, we're going to take that jump out and we're still going to activate the back of those legs by coming up onto the balls of your feet, squeezing those calves at the top, and then sitting back down into those heels. Guess what? We only have 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1, let's go ahead and take those 30 seconds off. So we got that heart rate up. Now it's time to work through our regular squat. When we get into position here, we're going to have those feet just about hip width apart again. One thing we really want to focus on is keeping a neutral spine. So when we're sitting into that squat, you're going to take your gaze down towards the floor as you drop into those heels instead of keeping that head lifted. Let's work through 45 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, let's work. So drop down. Remember, again, straight line from your ear down to that hip. Drive through those heels as we squeeze at the top. Nice work. You can smile while you're doing it, just in case we're having a little bit of fun, right? Just because those eyes are towards the floor doesn't mean we're going to lose out on that fun. There we go. Nice work. Going just a little bit lower. Now, what, again, we're watching for, keeping that core braced. Okay, we also have a tendency to go into that squat and you lose all of that core contraction. So before you're sitting into your heels, pull that belly button in, keep it tight, drop into your heels, and then like you're trying to push the floor away from you, squeeze those glutes at the top. Let's take a break. In 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds off. So we really worked on that form. Now we get to hold on to it. So we activated those muscles. We're going to slow things down. Well, not slow it down. We're actually going to stop as we hold for 45 seconds in that iso squat hold. So let's find that position. Maybe take your feet a little wider if you need to here. Sit down into those heels. Now tuck that belly button in, and here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's hang on to it. Really focus on your breathing. Now again, get in touch with that mind-muscle connection. Feel from head to toe what is working here. Shoulders are down and back. We're slight pinch in those shoulder blades. Core is braced, heavy in those heels. And we're having a great time because we're trying to think of anything else besides what's going on with those legs right now, right? We have less than 15 seconds here. Hang on to it. Mind over matter. You against you. We are making change. Yeah, buddy, keep it up. We're almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. We made it through round 1. Shake it out. Now that we know what it feels like and we know what to expect, let's go to work a little harder, all right? 30 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. We're going to start with those jump squats. We should be maybe into that green zone. Let's see if we can tap into that orange zone a little bit here. Let's get explosive with that power. We've got 30 seconds of jump squats. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go to work. Power up. Land nice and soft. There it is. I'm going to come back here and pick on Felix. I think we can get just a little bit higher. What about you? Yeah, you know he can. There it is. Oh, we're halfway through. There we go. Catching some air under those feet, and we're driving up. Notice Debo's moving a little bit faster this time. Heart rate is coming up. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds off. Yes, we're sweating. Yes, we are. I hope you are too, because I know we're working hard here. We have our regular squats. Even though we're taking that jump out of it, we're still gonna drive with a little bit of power. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drop it down. Now remember, you don't need to look at yourself or the TV or whatever's in front of you. Keep that neck neutral. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. You know, shoulders and ears are not friends during workouts. We don't want them to get too close to each other. So keep that chest up and let's keep working. We've got 10 seconds here. We're breathing a little heavy behind me. Yeah, in 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds off. You guys ready to hold it? Yeah? Oh, well, I don't think they have a choice, right? The answer to that's yes or yes, I think. Let's get down into that iso squat hold. In 3, 2, 1, drop it down. There it is. Core's tight. Pull that pelvis up towards that rib cage. Squeeze through that core to brace through this movement. Stay in those heels. You can see we're able to wiggle our toes over here. That's exactly what should happen with you right now. And we are breathing. You've only got 10 seconds here. Hang on, right? Your struggle today is what's going to make you stronger tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. We've got 15 seconds off. All right, guys, one more round. 45 seconds of work. All out effort here, all right? We're jumping that heart rate up back to back. No rest in between. Jump squats, we can do this. In 3, 2, 1, let's go to work. There it is. We've got less than 10 seconds here, guys. Get that heart rate up, come on. Regular squats, bring it down. In 3, 2, 1, down and up. Come on, we're moving. We're still moving. Let's hold it. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Mind over matter. Believe in yourself. Here it is. Come on, guys. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Less than 5, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Woo! How'd that feel? Yeah, buddy. Nice job. Let's move on to block 5. All right, team. We made it to your final block. Block number 5. One more set of exercises. Again, we've got 3, 45 seconds on. We got that rest. 30 seconds on our rest, and then that final round with only 15 seconds each. You got enough energy for this? Yeah, oh, come on, you know you do. It's mind over matter for this one. Atomic running man into a mountain climber, and then a forearm plank hold. Atomic running man, let's get down to that mat. Stack yourself in your high plank position, shoulders over wrists, feet are shoulder width apart, and then what you're gonna do here is drive one knee to the opposite elbow. We've got 45 seconds of work. Let's get it started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now remember, during this first round, we're trying to work on coordination. We're trying to feel out what that movement is. And then as we go throughout our 45 seconds of work, you're gonna start to pick up that intensity just a little bit. Things to remember. We talked about those anchors. We wanna keep shoulders, core, hips in alignment, and your head is in that neutral position once again. So that means eyes are down towards that mat, and we are working side to side. You can always take it down a little bit, reduce your range of motion, and still drive one knee underneath to that opposite elbow, really twisting through that core. Let's take 30 seconds off. In 3, 2, 1, take a break. Go ahead and stay down on that mat. Our second exercise is going to be a mountain climber. Something to really focus on is really using your core rather than momentum on this second exercise. 45 seconds of work here again. Same position, but all we're gonna do is drive that knee up, tap that toe, and return to the starting position. So start and finish, maybe pause just a little bit, again, activating that whole body. In 3, 2, 1, let's take off. This is your mountain climber. So a little bit less intense, but that doesn't mean you're gonna feel it any less. Again, focus on that mind-muscle connection, bracing that core, drive that knee up, return, reset in that high plank position, and then get to your next rep. Avoid hunching your shoulders. We're still feeling shoulders down away from your ears and that slight tension right between those shoulder blades. Chest is nice and proud. We've got about 10 seconds here, and then we'll get 30 seconds off. Keep it up. A few more good reps. Aim for 4. Now let's take a break. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and relax. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're gonna give those wrists a little bit of a break, but we're still gonna work that core. We've got 45 seconds here of a forearm plank hold. Nice and strong before we get those 30 seconds off again. Same alignment. Straight line from your ear down to that ankle. And we're gonna get set up in position so you're holding right here. Eyes are staying towards the mat. You guys ready to hold it? Here it is in 3, 2, 1. Let's go to work. All right. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and brace. Really, really squeeze through those hips. Nice job here. You want to raise your hips up just a little bit. There we go. Feet are about shoulder width apart here, and eyes are towards the floor. So remember, we're not arching our neck back. Holding on here. Nice job. Jump down to your knees if you need to. We've got... What? What's happening? Oh no! All right, guys, get up. We got 30 seconds of burpees. Here we go. All right, jump it out, jump it in. Thanks a lot, Burpee Bob. Welcome again to All Out Mayhem. We thought we were going to get that 30 seconds off, didn't we? Nice job, you guys. We have 15 more seconds here. Keep it up, jumping up if we need to, or driving up through the floor, up onto those toes, and coming back down. Come on. I know you got just under 10 seconds. A few more reps. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and relax. We lost out on our 30-second recovery, so you better get that oxygen back in. We're going to go right back to work. Round number 2, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Let's hit the mat. We've got our atomic running man in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I bet you're already in that orange zone. Keep it up. That's exactly what we want to see here at the end of this workout. Block 5, we're giving it what we've got here. Guess what, team? We're already halfway through. 15 seconds. Nice job. Yes. Come on, drive that knee up. Almost touching that elbow. Less than 10. Stay with it. Nice straight line. Keep it up, guys. Come on, all the way through. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a break. 15 seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let that heart rate settle just a little bit. Remember, we're keeping that intensity high, but we're taking it down to that mountain climber. So a little bit more control. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, take off. Tap that toe and return back to that high plank position. Keep those hips up, keep that core tight, and keep moving. Don't worry about looking at your screen right now. Remember, we're staying in alignment, so your eyes are staying towards that mat, and you're dialing in on what it feels like to work through this movement. Your core is pulling your knee towards your chest. Think about that as you drive that knee up. Let's take 15 seconds off in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Breathe. Shake those wrists out. You know what's coming. We got to hold that plank hold for 30 seconds. Here it is. Let's get lined up. Shoulders right over top of those elbows. Feet shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. We're holding. Slight pinch between those shoulder blades. Now here's something else too. Get those hands apart. We want to make sure that your hands are right in front of those elbows. We're not hanging onto them together. We want to keep the tension where it's supposed to be here. So we're lining everything up. Nice work. You can have them in a fist or settled onto the mat. It's totally up to you. Hang on to it, guys. Just over 5 seconds here. We've got this. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. 15 seconds. Get your mind right. We have 45 seconds left for the end of this block before you have earned your flexibility. Are you ready to empty that tank on this last round? Let's do this. Let's start with that atomic running man. 15 seconds here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go to work. Drive that knee up. Drive that heart rate up. Nice work here. 5 seconds. Then we'll take it into that mountain climber. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Tap that toe. Now that we know what this form looks like, You can still move nice and quick, but you're keeping that core braced. Nice job, you guys. We're almost at that finish line. You have 15 seconds to hold that plank. Drop it down to those forearms. 3, 2, 1, hold. There it is. Breathe. Hey, Devo, why don't you join us? Come all the way up. Come all the way up with those knees. Come on, there it is. Holding it just for those last few seconds in 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Block 5 in the bag. Congratulations on another complete workout. Nothing feels better than a finished workout, right, you guys? Absolutely. We made that decision at the beginning, and here we are at the end. Let's get that body cooled down with our 5-minute flexibility block. We're going to go through a few exercises. Let's start by stretching those legs out. We definitely worked those a little bit. Standing quad stretch. Find your balance, and then you're going to grab a hold of one ankle, pull that heel into that glute. Opposite hand is either out in front, it can be up, or if we're struggling, side to side wiggling, you can touch your nose, you can grab onto your ear, or you can even touch your belly button if you need to. All right, big deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So let that leg go, shake it out, and then find your balance once again, shifting over to the other side, grabbing that opposite ankle, find that focal point, and continue to breathe. You want to hold each stretch for at least 6 seconds or more. So the best way to do that is to think about 2 full breath cycles. In through the nose, count of 3, exhale through the mouth, count of 6, and you'll be good to go. We're going to move on to the next one. Stretch those shoulders and that chest a little bit. So this is our internal rotator stretch. Take both of those hands, place them on the small of your back, roll your shoulders down away from those ears, and then press into that low back, and you're going to feel it on the inside muscles of your shoulders. So bring that chest up, nice and proud. Good, lifted that chin off that chest just a little bit, and we're continuing to breathe. A couple more seconds here, so maybe one more inhale, and then one more long, slow exhale. All right, we're going to take it into that chest stretch. Go ahead and raise your arms up overhead, and then we're going to open up. So bring your elbows down, roll your shoulders down and back, and then pinch those shoulder blades together. One thing we want to be aware of here, we're not opening up that rib cage. So we're nice and flat here. We're not overarching that back. So close that rib cage. We're still keeping that core nice and tight and with a soft bend in those knees. What you're doing is you're squeezing through your back muscles, which is stretching out the front of your body. That's kind of how that works. So the harder we squeeze, the more of a stretch you're going to get in the front. Let's take it down to the mat for our next stretch, our runner's lunge to rotation, all right? So come down to the mat. We're going to take a big step forward with your left foot. Big step, all right? So a little bit beyond what you think you would do for a regular lunge, and then shift forward. That knee's going to stack over top of that ankle. You're already feeling that stretch here in the hip flexor. If we want to take it further, hands are going to go to the floor on the inside of that foot, and then we rotate away from your knee. So open up and then hold it here and begin to breathe. So something you want to think about here, you can relax the top of your foot down to the ground there, and then hug your knee into the outside of that body. You can move through it like Felix is doing here, trying to reach a little bit further. That chest is a little tight there, buddy. Yeah, we worked a little hard today, huh? Or you can just hold it and breathe through it. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. So return back to those knees, big step forward with that opposite leg. Good, again, you can just hold that runner's lunge if you want to, or you can work through that rotation. It's totally up to you, wherever your body's gonna let you go after that killer workout that we just got done. Nice job, you guys. One more stretch, stay down on that mat. Let's swing that back leg up, and we're gonna have them meet right there at the top of your mat. So stretching out those hamstrings. First thing we want to focus on, feet are about shoulder width apart here. Sit up nice and tall, find your sit bones here, and then you're going to hinge from your hips first instead of rounding from that back. Arms out straight. Here we go. Let's hinge, and then you reach as far as you can. Once you feel that back rounding, go ahead and let those hands drop, and then breathe through it. Backs of those legs are grounded on the mat, and we are appreciating the fact that your body got you through day number 3 of All Out Mayhem. If you can go just a little bit further, try to do that. But we definitely want to celebrate you. So don't forget to post your summary and hashtag @HomeMayhem. Let us know how you did. Congratulations, guys. Another workout done.